got a letter stating that the property was being purchased by Capstone Development from Birmingham, Alabama. We were given 60 days notice to move.
The local people thought it would be nice to let us know during nice weather so we could, move when it wasn't snowing. How thoughtful.
I don't think I'll live too long, but October 1st is a little too soon. So I'm really in a situation that to have a life, I need to be here.
Nobody can compensate for the stress that's been going on here.
And I have looked and looked and looked until I'm just falling. I can't find any place that accommodates my handicap like my apartment that I'm in now does.
This is our community and this is our home. This is where we have established our friends, our church, our activities, our doctors. This isn't the way you treat people.
Welcome back to Moving Forward. Today we are discussing the displacement of seniors from their community home at Silver Oaks in Kent, Ohio. Our guests with us now are two sisters from the local band ShiSho, Vivian and Midge Ramone, who despite their age decided to get involved. Girls, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks so much for having us.
Can you first tell us how you first heard about the situation in Kent?
Well, the first way that we heard about what was happening in Silver Oaks was that our dad was reading the Akron Beacon Journal's website, and he read an article about what was happening. So immediately, it was like the last week of summer, so immediately he emails me and he's like, we gotta do something about this. So my Midge and my mom and myself, we all talked about it over breakfast, and we decided that we definitely wanted to do something. So the first thing that we thought of was a concert. So, because we're in the band ShiSho, we have been for like 7 years, so we're very involved with music and the music scene and local media and connected within the music scene. So that was the first thing that we thought of to do. So, and then we also heard that outside of like a city hall gathering type thing, the seniors were trying to rally, and then they got shut down by James Silver, who is the law department officer. So, like, we just thought that was completely awful. So that's why we thought to have a rally, so, yeah.
How did you feel about what was the situation that was going on?
Well, obviously, like, it was very displeasing because this was happening in our own community, and it's just unacceptable to do to people who are vulnerable and, tired with age and disabilities. So, obviously, I wasn't very happy about it.
Of course. Midge, what were some of your feelings towards the situation?
Well, a lot of these senior citizens were veterans in the war, so now they're being bullied by these people, and I think that's just wrong.
By Capstone, yeah.
Definitely. So, being young, what made you feel that it was you wanted to be the ones that got involved?
Well, even though we're younger, we are still members of the community, and we still feel that it's our civic duty to help people. And this isn't so much a thing of this isn't so much of a legal thing as it is a human rights thing. And human rights is something that I feel very strongly about, and that my family does as well. So we were just,
Definitely.
Yeah. We were just really drawn to that, so, yeah.
Yeah. So what was your intention? What purpose did you want to get out of the rally?
Well, it was a rally and a fundraiser, but mostly we just wanted to get attention. We wanted to get the media involved. We wanted to get, other people in the community involved so that they would know what's happening. There was another complex kind of like this in Kent, and the same thing happened where another company came in and took it down, and it just happened completely out of the public eye, and we didn't want that to happen again. We didn't want no one to know about this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what steps did you take to get other people to join you?
What steps did we take? We contacted some other members within the community, Arlene Habib with the Community Action Council, as well as a local poet and activist, Mage Reagan, and Jeff Ingram, who he plans a lot around Kent, and he plans like big events like this. So those are the main people that we contacted. And then with the bands, we initially contacted bands like Shivering Timbers, but it was Shivering Timbers and The Most Beautiful Losers, and like local bands that we're friends with like that. but it was on such short notice that a lot of people couldn't make it. But you know, the bands that did come, they came on such short notice. It was awesome because, you know, we just had like 2 weeks to throw this whole thing together. So I just think that it's such a horrible thing that's happening, you know, that, you know, anyone with a heart would just want to help. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
Midge, were you able to invite some friends to come to the rally?
Well, actually, Brooke Toussaint, she couldn't make it, but she felt so strongly about this that she actually made a video appearance. She couldn't make it because she had a CD release party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for her CD Sweetheart. But she made a special video appearance that she wanted us to show at the rally. So
Ashley's one of our friends. So. Yeah.
Good, great. So how did you choose a name for the rally?
We literally sat down, we were driving somewhere in the car and my dad handed me a pen and a pad of paper and he was like, okay, we got to brainstorm ideas for this. So Rye Rally, I was just thinking of, you know, different things that could relate to the situation, and respect your elders was just like the biggest theme that I could think. You know, Capstone needs to respect their elders, people in general need to respect their elders. So the acronym for that is just Rye, and I thought that kind of rolled off the tongue quite well. So,
It does,
yeah.
it does, definitely. Well, we actually had a chance to go to the rally, so we are going to take a quick look at that right now.
Leaders of Capstone development, we can make our world better or we can make it worse, simply by how we choose to treat one another.
We decided that what we wanted to do was a concert or something having to do with music, because being in ShiSho has opened so many doors and given us so many musical connections within the area that we thought it would be a great place to start.
it was wonderful.
The stories that they've told me have been heartbreaking.
To think the people are the city. It is wisdom to think the city would die. And
They're a community, they're a family. It's been great. The response that we've gotten has been amazing.
Record shop, we asked for
We just have a lot of other community members, concerned citizens.
but over 40 residents of Silver Oaks have filed charges with the government.
It's just great. We have so many awesome speakers and musicians here.
in the house, cooking some ribs. We keep the streets safe for all the little kids. If it weren't for the police, I don't know how long. And positivity like this multiplies and spreads through our communities to mend the broken threads in the fabric of our society. Everyone would benefit from an improved society, culture, and soul.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to take a look at that. So can you tell us about some of the events that happened at the rally?
You know, there were a lot of musicians there, and just right off the top of my head, Hal Walker played, and that was really awesome. We also had some poets like Midge Ramone, and there was another poet, but I forget his name. But then we also had a lot of community members come up and speak. So we had, we had Jeff Ingram, and he came up and he spoke, and Arlene spoke, and so did some Silver Oaks residents as well, which was awesome. It was so great to have them there. But I think that probably the act that I was the most excited about was Wachiolai, and he's a resident of Silver Oaks, and he came up and he played some traditional Chinese music, and that was just phenomenal. I was so excited that he would play for us.
Good, yes. So were you able to talk to some people then at the rally?
Oh yeah, there were so many people there. All in all, throughout the day, I mean, coming and going, there were about 200 or 300 people there. So there were a lot of just like community members. There was a lot of media, so I talked to a lot of media there, which was fantastic. That's exactly what I hoped would happen, you know, so that we could spread the word about what was happening. And you know, a lot of the residents of Silver Oaks came as well, and that was just awesome, you know, to see them there cheering us on, because, you know, we're fighting for them, so for them to be there, that was fantastic.
Were you able to talk to some of them?
Oh yeah, and I've heard a lot of their stories since I've met them and become more involved. So, you know, their stories are just really heartbreaking, and it's, you know, great to hear them.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
So what was kind of the mood of the rally?
You know, the mood of the rally, I don't know, there was a lot of excitement, there was a lot of happiness there. You know, everyone was really excited to see all the musicians, everyone was really happy to see all the residents there, and, you know, I just think there's a lot of hopefulness there as well, that, you know, Capstone in Birmingham, they'll back down and, you know, let these people be, so.
Midge, how did you feel about the mood of the rally?
Well, I think it was great. I mean, people were very excited, very upbeat, and I think it was just a great mood.
Good. Now, you guys actually had a chance to perform yourselves?
Yeah, we performed as our band ShiSho. We've been together for about 7 years now. It's just me and my sister, so I play guitar and I sing, and then she sings, and you're...
I'm learning the accordion, actually.
Great.
So she'll be learning the accordion pretty soon. But what we opened our set with was my open letter to Capstone, and that was awesome. You know, just hearing the reaction from the crowd. You know, I just sent this letter to Capstone, just explaining what the situation was and how the residents were feeling and everything. So it was great to open the set with, and I got a lot of really good response with that.
What was it like to perform in front of a crowd that's trying to fight for a cause?
You know, it was great. I mean, everyone was really, really supportive, especially because, you know, we kind of organized this thing, and everyone was super supportive, and everyone was like really excited to see us. So it was a lot of fun.
Good. Midge, how did you feel being on stage in front of all of the senior citizens that you're fighting for?
It was really great. I mean, people were, like I said, very upbeat, and it was just a great show.
Are you guys happy with the outcome and how everything turned out after?
You know, I am. The one thing that I'd like to see happen is Capstone. I'd just like to see them give some kind of response because, I mean, I sent the letter and, you know, we've been contacting media in Birmingham recently. So I really hope that they pick up the story. But, you know, as far as the outcome within the community, within Kent, I was very pleased. You know, so many people came out, so, yeah.
What do you want your community to kind of learn and take away from this?
You know, what would I like the community to learn and take away from this? You know, you're never too young to take up a cause. You're never, you know, there's always something worth fighting for, and you should always fight for that. You know, a lot of people think that this whole deal with Capstone and Silver Oaks, they think it's a done deal, but it's really not. You know, we're still fighting for that, and we really hope that people will support us in that, and that, you know, Capstone will back down. So.
When you're writing the letters and you're trying to kind of fight for your cause, what do you like to put in your letter?
You know, just a lot of, you know, I try not to make it overly negative. Like I try and put in positives with it too, you know. In my open letter, I highlighted some things that, you know, I would like to see happen, but I try to be very upbeat in my letters. So, you know, I'm not trying to make, well, I am trying to make them see where they're wrong, but I'm not trying to like completely, you know, hate on them or whatever. But yeah, so try not to make it too angry or whatever. Yeah.
So why do you encourage people to get involved in their community?
You know, when I got involved with my community, you know, all the response was great, and it was just fantastic to see how much people really cared. And I think that, you know, when you see an injustice like this, when you see a human rights battle like this, you just need to take it up and you need to go with it and you need to fight for it, you know. When you see something that's going wrong, you need to try and fix it no matter, you know, where you are, what's happening, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Midge, you too? You agree with that?
Yes, very.
Great. Well, thank you so much, girls. I'm really happy that you were able to come and talk with us today. Thank you for coming. To learn more about ZTV Moving Forward, please visit our website, ztvmovingforward.com, and we are going to see you here next time on Moving Forward.
Energy. You can feel it in the classroom and see it in the faces of our students. That energy is experienced in the vitality and vibrancy of the campus, with programs that are growing in quality and reputation. It has transformed our campus and our community. Come and experience the energy for yourself. Join us at the University of Akron.